Here in the United States, even as most of the country reopens, many small businesses are discovering it might be too late for them.
And they are racing to get much-needed cash to businesses that employ fewer than 500 workers. America's 30 million small businesses, those catering shops, web design.
There's a lot of companies are going to go out of business. If this stays long enough, if it gets deep enough, you won't be able to go find your, corner noodle shop because they might have gone under in between.
It really is a job shock here, and you've got 10 million layoffs or furloughs. That means in just the past couple of weeks, 10 million. It's pointless for me even to make a chart of it for you, John, because
small businesses are critical to the economy. They employ nearly half of all Americans.
We need to pay rent at the end of the month. We need to feed ourselves. We need to, daily expenses. In the long term, I don't know. We still need to get a job.
Some businesses are trying to open up again after being closed. For some, it's a first step to try to come out of this nightmare.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the main meal. So we're doing 550 double bowls. And there's another group over here that is going to wrap 550 tomato pie sandwiches. Then we're all going to fill the bags for 550. And then we're going to do side salad cups, cookies, and turkey.
So normally we do, during the week we cook about 400 to 500 pounds of protein. We do about 400 to 500 pounds of starch and about 400 to 500 pounds of vegetables. One project will take 4, 5, 6 hours. Like tomatoes, normally it's a 15-minute process, and cutting 120, 180 pounds of tomatoes is a 3-4 hour process. I mean, we slice turkey. T-Max sliced almost 1,000 pounds in 2 days.
Is it grossing you out at all?
It makes me not want to eat it.
Really?
Which should be good for my figure, but it's not. Because I'm eating something else. I've been eating more raw cookie dough now.
We're going to bag about 4,000 cookies today. Some cookies that go missing, we don't know where they go.
I'm the general manager at Catering by Design. I like to joke about being jack of all trades, master of none. One of the primary roles that I've had is working mostly just Peter and I, sometimes just myself, being the ones that are making these deliveries. So we started out with Broad Street Ministries and Project Home deliveries, making a couple thousand meals a week, and that has now grown over the last 2 months to preparing, assembling, and delivering over 8,000 meals a week.
A couple of days a week I come in. So far we've been doing about 1,400 a day. Today I think it's only 550. Pretty cool though. I like giving back.
I have the same conversation with whoever I talk to over and over again because nobody knows anything.
We've been home for, 2 months, 2.5 months now? There's nothing on my schedule until July, and everything, the scenes that we have booked is being rescheduled to the fall or to next year.
when are we going to open, how are we going to open, and under what conditions will be acceptable to be open, and how long of a period will that last?
I know at least 6 people that have passed from it, including my father-in-law. He died last weekend. Some kids I went to high school with. A couple of my neighbors have passed away with it. I know a lot of people who have it currently. At least probably another 5 or 6 that are in the hospital or being treated.
What we do is the most scrutinized, which is getting people together for great times. We will be the slowest and most regulated to come back.
That's the problem with my neighborhood. They are not respecting the distances at all. They will have a barbecue, a party, basketball game, whatever they can do to entertain themselves while they're home. And it's not cool. They don't understand they're doing more harm than good, but that's because they don't have anybody that's suffering from it right now. They don't think it's real.
Everyone is taking a very dim view of that business continuing.
Like yesterday, it probably was 4 cookouts on my block. More than 7 to 10 people at each one. One had about 30 people.
Comes back strong in the late fall, winter. That means the spring season is gone. And that could prove devastating to many businesses.
Well, you see a lot of people in need. One of the things that I noticed as we got started was the numbers kept growing. More and more people were showing up. The meal counts raised on us from when we first started. You know, personally, what I've seen is you see someone, this is stereotypical, and I apologize for that you think, well, that probably is a homeless person. But then next week you start seeing people and you're thinking like, they don't look like a homeless person. You know, have they lost their job? Have they lost a place to live? Are they now coming because they need a meal that they can't get somewhere else? Part of me feels sad that people are in this kind of situation, that just don't have the things that you and I would normally take for granted. It is a public health crisis, and the need here is even greater because of so many of the other issues that surround the area.
As the Kensington pause, when the train comes by, everybody's got to be silent. So during the pandemic, my role here in Kensington is pretty much just to serve those who are going through some stuff because of the pandemic. A lot of folks lost their jobs and don't have no means of getting food. Now that this team is here, I've seen a lot less people going hungry. I see a lot of people with happy faces who come into the space to receive lunches. Folks who probably haven't eaten in days. A lot of people who are suffering from homelessness, but also those who are afflicted by addiction. And I find that a lot of folks here are also underserved. So it's been a long road for many of us. This is one of the 24th and 25th district is one of the highest crime districts in the city. The language is important here where I live, and I always like to refer people, one, as human beings or my sunshines, as you see from the mural, and not necessarily a junkie or an addict or those terms that we want to change. You know, they're coming with the dog. I know, but we're not ready yet. Let me see the baby.
I brought my little angel over here.
Let me see the baby. Hi, Precious.
His name is Olaf.
Olaf.
And he's a rescue. Are you getting that baby?
Yeah.
Table number 3? Actually, no, table number 2.
Come on in, sunshine. How you doing? You're gonna follow these blue dots all the way up.
My name is Dan O'Brien. I work for the City of Philadelphia. I am the Deputy Director of Grants and Community Partnerships.
I forgot what we're having for lunch. Clay, what was that?
What matters?
What do we have for lunch?
Philadelphia is the poorest big city in America, so we face an incredible challenge as far as poverty goes, and the amount of people that are living below the poverty line. When you come into Kensington, you certainly see that, but in addition to that, you see, the opioid crisis. We're at the epicenter of the opioid crisis, as far as I'm concerned.
Over pasta.
Roasted turkey, over pasta.
Tomato bread.
Tomato pie.
Tomato pie. So you could say chicken pasta.
Well, it's turkey, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know the difference between chicken and turkey.
When you're hiring local catering companies to stay in business, to keep them operating, and all their healthy meals are going out to where they're needed most, there's not really a downside there.
We got roasted turkey over pasta, tomato pie, an orange, some water. Come get some delicious. That's my cousin.
Oh, really?
The one in red hat, yeah. Been struggling for a long time.
Are you glad that he comes here, though?
I'm happy he comes here. I'm happy I get to see if he's okay when he comes here. I'm happy that I know he's alive, and that I don't have to worry that he's not alive. So I see him. This is good to see him.
My name is Jen. I live in East Kensington. I'm from Jersey. Right now, I'm working through temp agencies. What we're doing is making windows. So I've been with them for almost 11 months. We just got shut down out of nowhere. I just moved. When I first came to Philadelphia, I spent 30 days in the shelter at Sunday breakfast. They took me in, I didn't know where to go. I just got released from prison. I did 5 years for some mistakes I made in my past. And I was actually trying to get to my sister, which is in Atlanta. I got stranded over here. And Philadelphia's been real good to me. It's not really a good situation for anybody that's incarcerated right now in a 4x4 cell with somebody who does not practice good hygiene. These are the times that define us. You can either let this break you, or you can show how creative, versatile, how much grit you have. Anything is possible in this world. There's nothing impossible. Don't write something off as that won't happen, or that won't happen to me. Prepare for it. Build your house on solid rock, not on the sand, by the water. Sad to say, if we don't shape up as a people and come together, as humans, as a family, then it's gonna be some hard times, kids.
Our whole lives have changed.
A whole lot of people not here today. Didn't think they wouldn't be.